Nikola Vucevic, first of all, welcome. You're not a rookie to camps yourself. How would you summarize the quality of the training staff, the training sessions, the young players?
Well, I think all of it is at the highest level from the organization standpoint. The coaches, even then obviously the kids. They're all one of the most talented kids on that age in Europe. So I think it's been a great camp. Kids have been working really hard. The coaches have been coaching them hard, and it's been fun. Spending time with the kids, teaching them, helping them as much as we can, and so it's been fun. Also, for us, players being able to be around all these, players that are legends that had great careers, even players that still play today, that I play my fellow, guys from the NBA. It's fun to see them and spend time with them. So it's been a great experience. I always enjoy doing these, so I'm glad I'm here.
Yeah, when I talked about your experience, you have a camp yourself. What is for you important when you started the camp, especially when you started it? What was the motivation behind that?
Just spend time with kids. Help them improve in their game, and enjoy the game of basketball. I know, as a kid, when I was a kid, I always liked to be able to go to camps, meet players, speak to players, take pictures, or any stuff like that. So, for me to be in a position to have my own camp and have kids wanting to come to the camp, it was very exciting. I was really happy about it. The camp, it was my first time doing it this summer, and it went great. The kids really enjoyed it. They had a great time. I had a great time. Spending time with them. All the coaches that I had at the camp to work with the kids, they were great. They really enjoyed it, and I had some players come visit, speak with the kids. All that was great. So it was really a great experience, and I'm looking forward to doing it again next year.
Yeah. Now you had a little bit of time off since the season ended. How did you spend your summer, and when did you start getting into playing shape?
Pretty early, because I finished in April. It was a while ago. So May and June was kind of getting back into it. Doing some work and all that. And then in July I started playing some pickup games and doing more and more intense work. And so now training camp is getting closer. It's kind of just the finishing touches to come to camp ready.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the Magic now. You got a pretty good prospect in Mo Bamba. What did you have seen from him so far, and what do you think he can bring to the table for your team?
Yeah, well, I only watched him a little bit in summer league, and he's obviously very talented. His athleticism are great. His length, his wingspan, all those things are something that you can't really teach. He has that, and those are gifts. And I think he can really help us a lot. He's obviously still young. He still will need some time to adjust to the NBA. Work on his body a little bit. But I think he's going to be a great player in the future. And I'm looking forward to working with him, helping him as much as I can. He's a good guy. I've met him when he came to Orlando. Smart. So it'll be great. It's great to have him on our team. I think he's a great prospect, and like I said, I think he's going to be great in the future.
Now with this rookie, with Steve Clifford as your head coach, what do you think it's possible this year? Now with LeBron move to the West, is it does it has to be the goal to take at least the 8th spot?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, that has to be the goal, but we will see how things go. We obviously haven't had much success the past couple of seasons. Coach Clifford is a very good coach. He has a lot of experience. Has a lot of success. As assistant coach when he worked before, and as a head coach as well. So I think he can help us a lot. But we'll see once we start camp. How things work, how everything goes. We don't want to put any predictions or anything, but obviously our goal would be to get to the playoffs after a while, and so that'll be a great achievement. But we'll see how things go.
Yeah, you almost averaged last season a double-double. How pleased were you with your performance last year?
I was pretty pleased. Up until my injury, I thought I played some of the best basketball of my career. Then when I got hurt, when I came back, it was a little different. But I was just disappointed the team didn't do well. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is how well your team does. If you win, everything is great. When you lose, it's much tougher. So, obviously, I thought I played well individually, but it doesn't really matter because we finished our season in April.
Like I mentioned, LeBron went to the West. What can you say makes him so special? Because every team he plays for, he takes over and almost brings them by himself to the promised land, to the finals.
Well, I mean, him going to the West changes stuff a lot now. You know, the East is going to be much more open. The West, obviously, is going to be even more complicated now, much harder. But he's just an amazing player. I mean, he's the best in the world. You know, he's very smart, just knows the game great. You know, has great physical abilities. You know, obviously very skilled. You know, just does it all. And I think he's just a great leader for his team. You know, his presence on the floor I think just helps his teammate even. You know, playing better. And he just has that. You know, it's just. Some players just have that, you know, the great ones do, and obviously he's one of them, and he obviously has that. And I mean, he showed it, especially this year. I mean, he showed it, you know, throughout his whole career, but this year, I felt like his team wasn't as good as he had in the past, and you know, he brought them to the finals. And yes, they lost, I mean, but the Golden State team was just so good. And you know, the first game, I think, just really hurt Cleveland, and really was just hard for them to come back from after, you know, the mistake that J.R. Smith made. But that's basketball. But he's a great player. You know, I'm sure he will help the Lakers a lot.
Yeah. Now I heard Dirk Nowitzki was one of your idols growing up. Now he's going into his 21st season with the same franchise. How special is that, and how amazing is that to watch him all over the years have that consistency?
Yeah, Dirk, you know, is still, you know, one of my favorite player to watch. I mean, he's just amazing. You know, he's a special player. You know, he changed the game a lot for big men, especially, you know, the way he plays. I mean, nobody really plays like him, but, you know, I think he helped, you know, big men starting to step out and shoot more and play a little more outside. And I mean, he's just a great player, and he's also, you know, a great person. I've had a chance to meet him and talk to him, and everybody that's played with him just said that he's a great teammate, a great person to be around. So, and the fact that he was able to play for one franchise for so long, I mean, just playing for 20, 21 years in the NBA is amazing. It's very hard to do. And be one franchise, it's an amazing achievement. Somebody I have a lot of respect for, and I'm glad I was able to play against him.
Yeah, now with so many European guys in the NBA, how special is that to play so much against Giannis now and next season with Luka? And so, how special is that the European basketball has such an impact on the NBA?
It's great. You know, I feel like when I came into the NBA, you know, there was European players, but not as many as now. Now there's more than ever, and it's not only that, but you know, they have big roles on their team, and I think that's great. You know, obviously Giannis is one, you know, of the best players in the NBA. You know, but there's so many great European players, and it's great to see. I mean, it's just, you know, it's great that the basketball, you know, is you know, obviously it was great in Europe always, but now you have people from all over the world playing. But it's great to see that now it's much more European players coming. Obviously, the times have changed, so it's easier also for NBA teams to scout and see us and everything. But it's great. I mean, we have a lot of great players here. I mean, just at this camp, you see these kids that are 16, 17. They're very talented. You know, you see that they're going to have bright futures if they keep working. So I'm always excited, you know, when any European player comes to the NBA.
Yeah. Just to come back to the camp a little, how special for the kids must have been to have the possibility to talk to Coach Pop. I mean, that's rarely happened to young guys to talk to a coach of his caliber.
It's great. I mean, obviously, you know, his achievements speak for themselves. I mean, he's won, you know, 5 championships. You know, been to the playoffs for so many years in a row. Had, you know, 50-win seasons for so many seasons in a row, and those are very hard things to do in the NBA. It's not easy. I don't think people realize how hard that is. Just he's a great coach, you know, great person. You know, even me, you know, who plays in the NBA, you know, when I get a chance to talk to him or, you know, anything, it's you just feel like you're just going to learn something because he's just so great. So I think for these kids to be able to be around him, it's just great. I think they're excited, and I'm sure, you know, it brings even more out of them to, you know, to show that what they can do. It motivates them even more, you know, to play harder and better. So I think that's great for them.
Yeah. Another passion of yours is football. You're a big fan of Red Star, but you're also a big fan of Juventus. And like you talk these days, they made a huge move in the off season. How excited were you when the news broke down that it's official that one of the 2 best players in the world is joining your club?
I was very excited. Obviously, I love Ronaldo. One of my favorite players, and I love Juve. So when I was, when that happened, I was first I wasn't. They spoke about it for so long before it happened. In the media, I think for like a week or two, it was he's going, is he? He's not. We never knew, and when it happened, I was just so excited. I think it's just going to be great boost for Juve. I mean, Juve is a great club already. One of the best in the world, and but when you bring a player like that, I think it just takes you to a whole other level. And obviously, his quality on the pitch is amazing, but also think his presence just. I feel like it's kind of like LeBron in the NBA. He just changes a lot of things. So I think it's great for Juve to be able to bring a guy like that. People say, well, he's 33, but so is LeBron, and Lakers signed him to a 4-year deal. And when you're good and when you're great, and I think in this age and time, they're the way they take care of their bodies and improve their bodies is just a much higher level than before. So, and Ronaldo, he looks like he's 25 right now, so I think he'll be great for Juve.
But how weird is it going to be to see Juve without Gigi? And
it'll definitely be different. Gigi, was one of the greats, legend. But he. That's how it goes in sports, But we obviously, miss him as fans. He was captain for so long, and he was just a great leader for that team. Times, change. We would all love for the great players to play forever, but it just doesn't happen. So, it's an opportunity for somebody new, younger, to come in and become a club legend.
thank you.
Yep.